Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the channel, and I want to do this last video for them. I was going to do this video, but kind of want to talk about the NASCAR ratings, how bad they are, and go over that, and the AP Top 25 poll voters for college football. My God, just idiotic. I want to talk about those two things in this last video in the night. So first I want to go over NASCAR, the NASCAR's ratings from Gateway. They weren't good to really say the least. So the ratings come out today. Sorry, I dropped my phone. Jesus. So the USA Network, Adam Stern tweets, got a 0.82 rating and a 1.525 million viewers for Sunday's NASCAR Cup Series race at Gateway, Worldwide Technology Raceway. It's down from 1.8 million from last year's second playoff race, Watkins Glen, and from 2.5 million for the 2024 event at the same venue on FS1, though that was held in June, but can't say I'm surprised. I mean, we'll get into the excuses I've already been hearing. You gotta admit it's ass. Playoff format's been ass. It's the playoffs. But I thought that meant higher TV ratings. I thought people would be excited to watch the NASCAR playoffs. Oh, the NFL. The NFL's been around forever. The ratings were still good even when football games happen. Now, the ratings suck. Oh, NFL is king this time of year. No shit. It's a king. When NASCAR was popular, there would be a small dip, but people would still tune in. Football is a much better product than NASCAR nowadays. You bring a good product, people will watch. But the thing is, you don't bring a good product, so people are not going to watch when they could watch some entertaining football games, not crap car. If it was more exciting, people would tune in. 1.8 million, you're down from 1.8 million down from same week last year, though. Issues are deeper than just head-to-head with football. NASCAR just sucks ass. What's the excuse this week, NASCAR? NASCAR shields? The playoffs are supposed to be growing the sport, right? That's what I was told. I was told that this was growing the sport, and stop complaining, stop watching. Yeah, seems like a lot of people stop watching. I mean, hell, the regular season ratings aren't really that good either, besides, like, the Daytona 500. The same race was on USA last year. I mean, what's the excuse here? Season-long points will be in the nail in the coffin. You want a legitimate points format, or you want this shitty-ass playoff format? Oh, week 1 of the NFL, it's not an excuse. If the product is good, you're gonna watch. The NFL was on TV in the 90s, too, and they have one race drew 1.2 million viewers, and what time they come on? 9 a.m. I don't want to hear it. I don't. I don't want to hear the excuses. Like, it drew an average of 1.53 million viewers. I mean, I thought the race was solid when I was tuning in and out, but, like, it wasn't perfect. And NASCAR won't listen when you tell them their viewership is going down because the fans are over the playoffs and stage racing. But my playoffs. By Phoenix, the CW may have more viewers than the Cup Series. Oh, I saw there was a comment like, "Oh, I need some context." The context is the ratings suck because NASCAR sucks. There's your fucking context. You don't need any context here. Because racing is shit, that's why. And I'm just tired of seeing this comment, too. Oh, here we go with what most people want or something, and, oh, quit watching. Yeah, telling people to quit watching is definitely the pathway to success. It's like the famous saying, we're not mad because we care. I just want the racing to fucking be better. Racing sucks. You're getting your way because people have quit watching and have switched to the Xfinity series. I don't know why people bootlick for NASCAR. Like, NASCAR isn't going to pay you anything, guys. Like, they're not going to pay you anything. You don't got to shill for them. Bootlickers. or just could just call them butt lickers. That's what they do for NASCAR. I don't get the mentality to tell people, oh, if you don't like it, stop watching. No, I've been watching NASCAR since I was a kid, so I'm still gonna cater. I want better racing. And I heard this, like, anybody who was hoping for a 36 race season should abandon all hope for that. I disagree. Look how much NASCAR's changed in the past 5 years. The All-Star race rotates, and it's at fucking Dover next year. North Wilkesboro and Rockingham were resurrected from the grave. North Wilkesboro because of Dale Jr. I mean, we ran the Bud Shootout in the LA Coliseum. They can literally do this. Or should I say, the Clash? They can literally do this if they wanted to. It don't fucking cost money to switch to a full season format. But I'm sure the NASCAR Shields wouldn't like that, because probably a deserving driver would actually win the championship. But NASCAR, as I was speaking about the ratings, back to that, NASCAR needs to make drastic changes to the on-track product. If you aren't going to budge on the playoffs, okay, whatever. I don't like it, but if you don't, whatever. At least make sure the on-track product is awesome. Like, I want a full season format, but if you aren't willing to do that, at least give me some good racing. I watch for the racing. A tight championship battle is the icing on the cake. Just give me a great race car. And if there's a tight championship battle, fine. The NFL is selling a far better product. Playoffs are a factor in NASCAR being a shit product. They aren't the only one, of course, but they absolutely negatively impact both the casuals and the diehards. The NFL's been around the NFL's been around. It was around during the 90s. When you run against the NFL, they've ran against the NFL forever, dude. The NFL just didn't start. It's not some new phenomenon. NASCAR has gone against and competed against the NFL for years and had millions of viewers. Put a good product on track, people will watch. Like, I put this on Twitter. If NASCAR was entertaining, people would watch. And even on College Football Saturday, the Xfinity Series nearly got 1 million viewers. They got 989K even on the College Football Saturday. Shows how strong the series is. And people are actually switching to watching the Xfinity Series on Saturday instead of that shitty-ass next-gen card. And NASCAR teams will be running the same left side tire used for the spring event at Bristol. Oh boy. Yeah, they'll tell us how much the tire's going to wear, and late in the run, they'll still be running their fastest laps. We're down 800,000 through 2 weeks. Yet I'm told the fans and ratings are why we had the playoffs, and yet the ratings are down. Because the racing is boring. People are just going to tune in to cut off the races. They'll watch a little bit and they'll cut it off. But Danielle Trotter said we need to keep moving forward and not backwards. Yeah, I've almost lost, 1 million viewers? Do that 2 more weeks and they'll be down even more. Meanwhile, if the NFL loses 800,000, they're like, oh yeah, only 31 million this week instead of nearly probably 35 million. It's just frustrating with NASCAR fans. Is the excuse now going to be the NFL and college football every week? What are they going to be down? 500,000 at Bristol on Saturday because of Georgia playing Tennessee? Excuses. Xfinity has been consistent all year with the viewership. The people know that what they want to watch. They're not stupid. Excuses just keep on piling up. And then Jordan Bianchi's on DBC. At this point, all I can do is laugh. Everyone's constantly putting these tweaks out there, like it'll be better. But each will make the championship format more complicated, layers on top of layers. The whole thing's about ready to crumble under its own weight. When it does, a full season title will be the only clear choice. And even if the format doesn't fall to pieces, these NASCAR changes have gone so far that now NASCAR has nowhere to go but back the way they came. Going from 1 race to a 4 race championship format pretty soon. Pretty soon it'll be 10 again, then 20, then back to 36. Same thing happened when NASCAR kept expanding the playoff field from 10 to nearly half the goddamn field. Pretty much half the goddamn field. It's no longer a matter of if we go back to a full season championship. In my opinion, it's a question of what the sport will take to get back there. Will it be the long way or the short way? I would rather them do the short way, but who knows when NASCAR, they let the TV networks decide. But I've given up on trying to explain the playoff format to friends who want to get in the sport. It's just tiring. But yeah, that's all I want to say with NASCAR. The ratings suck. And basically, excuses with football being on. Even though Xfinity was not really far behind the Cup Series ratings. Let's talk about this. So, with the AP Top 25 poll, it's a joke. The fact we use them to create narratives and perceptions around certain teams or conferences is just ridiculous. And I'll get to what I'm talking about here in a second. So, Haley Sawyer responded to college football fans criticizing her AP poll. Moved Florida up 2 spots. So, she moved the Florida Gators up 2 spots to number 14 in her ballot. While USF, who just beat them in the swamp, remained unranked. Well, it was just, I don't get that. So, her response was, and quote, "I don't want to go too much into my process or logic." Well, why? Why's that? It's really fun, but it doesn't probably matter in the end. I have to assume she thought Florida won this game. I just have to assume. You know, I know you can't watch every game, but you have to at least be on social media to look and see what's happening? Or something. Like, did she even know USF beat Florida when she submitted her rankings? Like, many college football fans would kill for the opportunity to submit an AP ballot. And the people who have one don't even care. They don't care. If I was a voter, I would kill to have an AP ballot. I would want to be an AP voter and to say, oh, probably doesn't matter at the end of the day. Come on. I don't want to put her on blast too much because I know college football fans can be ruthless over this. But this is a rough look for AP voter, Haley Sawyer. Don't single her out though, because she's not the only one with an embarrassingly bad ballot. The other one is Cokie Riley from Baton Rouge. He has Alabama 2 spots ahead of FSU. Somehow. And Florida, 5 spots ahead of USF, and Arizona State is ranked while Mississippi State is not. I don't get the logic with AP voters. Why are these type of people able to vote on the AP poll? These people should not be voting. What's the selection criteria for these type of people? Florida State beat Alabama. He has Alabama 2 spots ahead of FSU. Florida, 5 spots ahead of USF. USF beat them. And Arizona State is ranked, and Mississippi State is not. But Mississippi State beat them. Like, why do these type of people get to vote? Like, do they not pay attention to the games? I would kill to have an AP vote. Like, I don't want to put this lady on blast too much, ma'am. I'm not going to say anything too rude. I just don't agree with this logic here. Not really much of an explanation here of why. Why is her poll like this? I'm not going to be too rude here because there's people that probably have bad ballots. But there are hundreds of thousands of, I'm not just going to say women college football fans, men or women, who genuinely love and pay attention to college football. And none of us have AP, and none of me or you, man or woman watching out there, have AP votes. But this girl does. And quote, "It really doesn't matter. It's literally used by a metric in determining strength of schedule and wins by the playoff committee." I don't get the logic here. She can't defend her vote though, and her answer is pretty awful. I would just not a thought behind those eyes. Those voters are just horrendous. It's not just her. It's just other people in these this AP shit. I don't know how to just don't think or don't watch all the games or just don't pay attention or don't care. But yeah, that's really got to say for these two topics. So leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. Until next time, have a lot. Peace and have a good night. Leave a like, comment, subscribe for more on that show.